Okay, sorry. I unplugged my mic. Alright. What is up, guys? It's your boy, Ali. Welcome to the podcast.
What the fuck?
Alright.
Oh god. Why?
We're here today with skilled, not skilled here, me, Killer Bullet 75, and the new member, Nycto.
Welcome.
Thank you very much for having me here.
It's a pleasure. I've actually listened to a lot of your stuff recently, and I like it, by the way.
Thank you.
Killer Bullet, do you want to go first?
Yeah, we'll go first.
Alright.
Alright, well, first up, recently, a TBS Japan anime producer was arrested for allegedly kidnapping a teen. Ryokyo was a publicity producer for the ongoing 7 Senses of the Reunion TV anime, right?
Right.
Police from Shizuoka Prefecture arrested him, a 30-year-old staff member, by the way, from the TBS's film and anime department, for allegedly kidnapping a teenage girl from her home. Jeez. According to the police, the suspect took the victim from her home to his Shibuya home in Tokyo from mid-August until September 2nd. The victim's family filed a missing persons report in mid-August. I can't even speak today. The police found the suspect and the girl further north in Sapporo City on Sunday morning. The police arrested the suspect on the spot and brought back the girl unharmed. The authorities have not said if Yokio has admitted or denied the charge. The Public Relations Department of TBS reported that the suspect joined the company in April 2015. The company expresses deep regret for the arrest of its employee and apologized to the victim, her family, and others involved in the matter. The company also added that it is investigating the matter before dealing with it with strictness and fairness. So that's about it. But I mean, mid-August till September 2nd. To me, that's like August 15th to September 2nd. I don't know how he got away with it for that long, you know?
Yeah, well, there was that one incident in the U.S. I forget exactly where it was, but like, I don't know if you heard about it, but some guy like kidnapped 3 women and hid them in his basement for like 10 years.
Oh yeah, the one with the guy, dead giveaway guy, right?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Like, some people can get away with it, and it's like surprising and also disappointing how like they couldn't find the signs of what was going on for such a long time.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't seen the anime yet, but now I kind of want to watch it.
I have been watching it, actually.
Have you? Is it worth it?
I mean, it's like Sword Art Online. So if you like Sword Art Online, I think you'll enjoy it. So
I like Sword Art Online, but the only problem is that was the very first anime I watched.
Oh,
so I've been trying to like replicate it, you know?
I know exactly what you mean. Like the first 3 or 4 anime that you actually get into, you really want to find anime that are like it.
Yeah. Like
but you kind of have to like force yourself to like watch other stuff too.
Yeah. Oh, it's on Amazon Prime? Dude. With Amazon Prime, you can subscribe to your favorite streamer.
Oh yeah, that's something that I wanted to talk about later. I didn't exclusively get an article for it, but like just in general, Twitch and Amazon Prime, how you can get so much free shit just for like being a Prime member is absurd.
I think it's kind of dumb.
But yeah. Oh, if you scroll lower, there's the Pokemon Go postpones events in Hokkaido.
Really?
Yeah. Japan's supposed to have this weird thing that's going on for Pokemon. but I don't know. I haven't kept up with it, so because it's not in the USA, so I'm just like, I'll not keep up with it.
Yeah.
But yeah. What is this anime? Planet Width. What? But yeah. The next one was, what was it? The Final Fantasy 14 game?
Yeah.
Jesus, 14 million registered accounts. That's really fast, if we're being honest here.
Yeah, it's insane.
Because, what was it? League of Legends passed 100 million, like, how long ago? 2 years ago, something like that?
Yeah.
And this is
But
already at
14 million.
Yeah.
And that's on like Japan, North America, Europe, China, and South Korea. That's that's not all of Asia.
Oh, yeah.
And that's also but it also includes like actual accounts and free trial accounts. Yeah.
So it's probably only like half of that. But still, that's a lot.
This game was released back in 2010, so.
This?
I mean, 14. Final Fantasy 14
that's
was
true.
back in 2010. 15, though, was an amazing game. I actually loved it.
I didn't realize they had it for online in 2010 already. Because I know it started getting really popular recently, but...
Yeah. It got popular recently because of the open world.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah. It had the open world and different quest lines and things like that. To be honest, I never finished it.
I didn't actually
because
play it.
I got stuck in a dungeon, right? I got stuck in a dungeon, and you had to do that dungeon to progress. But I got stuck. I couldn't buy any more health. I couldn't go and buy health items because I was legit stuck in the dungeon.
Rip, dude.
So then, I tried for 2 hours just running past every single thing I saw, and I still died. And just it was enough to warrant me in buying a new door because I was done. I had to buy an actual door.
Did you need a new desk too?
No, I actually got a new desk. Did I tell you that?
Has it been breaking?
No, it's like a wooden desk.
Oh, damn.
It's pretty thick.
That's good.
Yeah, got this whole setup here. The wooden desk, the wings, because I was hungry today. But
You mean last night?
it was 2 days ago. I just haven't. I'm lazy, okay? Don't.
You're not alone. You're not alone, man. But yeah, I know what you mean.
Alright, Monster Strike the movie, right?
Right.
Anybody watch that?
No.
It hasn't come out yet.
I mean, I watched the anime.
Yeah.
Or at least part of
The movie's
it.
coming out soon. And it's opening on October 5th.
No,
But
dang.
they announced the cast, and Masataka Kubota, he was in the live-action Death Note series. He played Light there.
Light and Ken Kaneki. Oh yeah, that's no wonder they sounded so similar.
Yeah, he played Kaneki in the live-action of Tokyo Ghoul as well. But he's been cast as the Boy of Destiny, or Kanata.
Yeah.
And then Yoshimasa Hosoya, basically Attack on Titan's Rainier and My Hero Academia's Tokoyami as Toya, a vampire who fights with Kanata. And then Aoi Yuki, she was in My Hero Academia as well as Puella Magi Madoka Magicas. Madoka. Is that an actual anime? Hold on.
I don't know. Let's click on it.
I'm looking it up right now.
Oh boy.
It's had so many spin-offs. What?
Yeah, Madoka Magica has 500 different things. It's like Sailor Moon.
Oh, I've seen. Yeah. And then it had Kyoichi Yamadara's Lupin he played in Lupin the Third, Part 5. That was actually really lit.
Hmm.
But yeah, I think the cast members that they announced were pretty solid in the lineup, though.
I mean, they're all like great actors and people that if you really keep track of actors in anime, they're people that you'd know or like have heard of. So that also like drives a lot of, especially in the anime world, that actually drives a lot of like viewership is if you have a really popular actor or like opening song singer or something like that, people will go watch the anime just for them.
Yeah. I got one more that actually just came to my mind. Uh,
Hmm.
is this?
I might actually
No,
have to watch this. It's pretty cool.
I'm just trying to find it. It's recent. It's like a recent anime that I've been interested in checking out.
Recent.
Alright, it was um hold on. Genres, anime. What is it called? Oh god. It is called. Oh, it's not a TV show. Correction, it's not a TV show because I'm an idiot. Look at me. Alright, genres. It is called The Flavors of Youth. You heard about that?
Mm, it sounds really familiar, so I've definitely heard of it. I just
Right.
can't think of
So
it
you know.
off the top of my head.
All right. So you know the what's it called? I can't think. It's not. Jesus, I can't even. Fuck me, man. Wow, I'm baffled right now. Give me a second.
So,
Okay, so basically, it's like three different stories, like different people at the same time, right?
right?
But it's brought to you by the people that made your not your line April, but your name.
Ah, oh.
It's brought to you by them, and it's a Netflix original anime.
Oh shit.
And it's I hear it's super good. It's like it's an actual film instead of like
Hmm.
But
Right.
I liked your name, so I was like, yeah, I need to give it a chance eventually.
Yeah. Like once I see a really good movie from a certain director, especially in anime, I want to see his other stuff.
Yeah. All right, you got yours.
Yeah.
Done?
So, um, there's a typhoon that went through Japan recently. I think it's
Yeah. I
yeah,
heard that.
Typhoon Jebi. I don't even know what if that's like how you pronounce it. But apparently it knocked the N off of the Nintendo headquarters sign.
Really?
Yeah. So it's now Nintendo.
Damn. Oh my gosh.
The Nintendo Wii. But yeah.
The Nintendo Switch.
Nintendo Offenso.
Oh my god. Oh, we're so childish.
But yeah, oh yeah, Anthem. I don't know if you've been keeping up with Anthem.
Oh, dude, Anthem is something I've been wanting. I've been keeping my heart.
Mm-hmm. But you know how remember was it No Man's Sky? Or I don't even know what it's called. If it's called No Man's Sky. It was something something Sky. but like they released it with like they promised so much stuff, but it was released as like just
Yeah, it was No Man's Sky.
yeah, that one.
Sky.
And then recently,
and then
of course,
like,
they've
ended up.
yeah they caught up, but it's
Yeah.
just like they released it and it's just so incomplete. And so like BioWare, the producers of Anthem, are trying to avoid that. Like they're trying to
Yeah.
not have this weird failure. So they're promising that they're going to basically give you an entire game at launch, not just,
Mm-hmm.
the frame. And then they can actually have like free DLCs rather than, paying for every single tiny thing. EA.
You know what's funny is yesterday my younger brother, right, was trying to get onto the Battlefield 5 open beta, but couldn't, and he pre-ordered Battlefield 5 for the open beta. I was like, it's open beta, but he pre-ordered Battlefield 5, and it triggered me so much because like it's so expensive with all like, and then they're gonna have Battle Royale, and he's gonna want skins and things like that.
Right.
It's upsetting.
But I mean, that's what drives traffic, I guess. Is fads.
They have to, they have to keep up with like the fads.
One guy comes out with fucking, I don't know, what was it like, they come out with one thing like Fortnite or PUBG, like they came out with Battle Royale, awesome, okay. And then like it was catching on before that, but it wasn't like such a huge deal before that.
Yeah.
And then Fortnite came along, and okay, I get it. There's two Battle Royale games that are slightly different. They're both quite fun. Like you can have your pick. You can hate one or the other. Doesn't matter. But like, and then everybody feels the need to have a Battle Royale mode.
Yeah.
So that just bothers me.
Well, I mean, just today's, it's what's making money.
Yeah.
And that's the whole point of the games nowadays, making money.
Mm-hmm. EA do all the loot cases and make everyone buy everything. But yeah, well, they're promising a lot for Anthem, so I hope they deliver on it.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. Like, I feel like Anthem's the EA trailer was just like one of those. Like one of those like where the graphics look so good, but like release date it looks like a potato.
mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah,
something.
I know what you mean. And then since we were just talking about Fortnite, have you been you didn't play Fortnite at all recently because you got banned?
No, I didn't get banned. I got hacked.
Oh, that's
Right.
right.
I did nothing to stop the hack at all. So I changed my password and they go, oh, it's fixed because you changed your password. Guy logged in again. Never given anyone my account information at all, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I always played on the PS4. Sold my PS4, got rid of it because I don't even need it for anything else. I'm never going to play it again.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if you're interested in a Fortnite account, message me because I got some good skins on it. That's upsetting.
Yeah.
But what about Fortnite?
They have this weird cube that's been going on recently. Like it's been
That's,
moving around, and people are trying to predict where it's supposed to go, and apparently it's supposed to end up at the lake.
oh, really?
Based on like two people who have been tracking it really carefully and like observing everything. So
Yeah.
I kind of want to actually see where it goes.
I don't know.
I don't know. I might start Fortnite. I don't know. I have it downloaded. I just haven't really touched it.
I tried playing with mouse and keyboard, but I sucked too much that I was just like,
I mean, it's like CS:GO, but easier.
easier, dude. I played Fortnite so much with mouse and keyboard on my PS4 that when I first came back to CS:GO, I kept pressing Q to start building in CS:GO.
Just pop up a little, ledge so you can get that sniping position.
At one point, I yelled to my teammates, I was pressing Q and it didn't do anything. And they're like, Q, what for? And I was like, I couldn't build. And they're like, you're playing CSGO, not Fortnite, kid. And I was like, great.
He got called out.
Yeah.
GG. But yeah, maybe we can both play at some point. I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, I can play, but it's
Yeah.
I need a new graphics, sure.
Mm.
Processor, not so much. It's just a new graphics card, so that way I can run at a higher quality and then upgrade my processor later.
Yeah, the RTX 2080 Ti.
It's like $500-600. I don't have that money right now.
It's 1,000.
Is it?
It's 1,100 for the not even an aftermarket version. Last I checked.
RTX. Pre-order. It's $1,000 for the 280 Ti, and for the 270, the 2070 is only 600.
Huh. That's a big difference. I feel like the 2070 is gonna be like the sort of like at the 1080s level, plus a few features.
Maybe. Like I've been thinking about getting like a what's it? A 1060 or a 1050 actually. Instead of a 1060. How much are they now?
Holy shit, that graphics actually looks really good. Interesting. I don't know. I'm tempted to save up for 2080 Ti, but I don't know.
Are you kidding me right now, dude?
I have more other important things to buy.
Are you freaking kidding me? Dude.
I just
legit, if I didn't buy a single thing including this webcam, I could have bought a GTX 1050. You gotta be kidding. That's bull. They go for as little as
it should be like $300, right?
I run like a 16-bit PCI or something like that.
It's a PCI X16, I believe. That's a long one.
Yeah, that's what I think I'm running. But the PCI X interface PCIe 3.0 is all they have. I can actually hold a PCIe. I think I have a PCIe. Yeah.
I think it'll work.
They go for $189.
Oh dang! It's gonna come down more when they actually release it.
$169 for a Ti DirectX 12, 4 gigabyte, 128-bit. It's a mini video card though, so.
Oh, that's, I'd avoid those.
Yeah.
If you're gonna get a card, I'd suggest you get a full-size card because that way it has all the cooling that it needs. Because usually the smaller cards, they just start cutting back on cooling.
Yeah. I had a friend of my dad's, I don't know what he was doing it for. He gave me a 460 Ti, right, and said it was better than my 760.
I feel like that's a lie.
It was. I was like, are you kidding me?
I mean, it's nice to have a second card, but that's not true. It's not better at all.
But it was an enthusiast edition, which still goes for $500.
Huh.
Yeah, it's insane. I don't know if it was just because I didn't download the driver.
Yeah.
Alright, next one. Overwatch.
But yeah, so esports is a big thing right now, right? You got CS:GO with its majors, you got League with the MSI and all the splits and worlds, and then with Dota you have the international. I don't know what the smaller ones are called. But those right now are they're the established big ones. Overwatch is like a really new one. And from what
I mean,
yeah.
Overwatch has been around for a while now, and I feel like they've just kind of been ruining the game more.
That's what I heard. But I mean, in terms of actually as an esport, it's fairly new.
Yeah, they're actually the next summer games. Where does it begin?
I don't know. Toronto? I think. I don't know.
No, I think it was last summer games. They rumored to have an esports category. It's either this summer game, it was last summer games or the next summer games, but there's rumors to be an esports category for it.
Yeah, I don't know how I think about that though. I don't know. Because it could be its own thing, literally, but I don't know. Huh.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd help drive the viewership, but honestly, I don't know how much it's gonna drive the viewership because.
It's gonna be in Tokyo, Japan.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Let me find out. Make sure.
But yeah, so Overwatch has done like a unique thing where rather than having the traditional way of having teams come into the leagues, they start franchising everything.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a traditional sports team association setup kind of deal.
Yeah. And
so they're supposed to have at least 4 new teams, and it's supposed to be Toronto. And there's supposed to be 2 from Europe and 2 from the Middle East. But apparently there's also supposed to be a team from China and another for Vancouver, Canada, and from Washington, and another from China, but I don't know. I feel like a lot of teams are US teams and China teams for Overwatch.
So, I got the article. This is on April 25th. Paris 2024 Olympics esports in talks to be included as demonstration. As like a demonstration. So
that'd be interesting.
But it'll be televised.
Yeah, I could see like summer games being one year, the next year being like video game Olympics, a year off, and then Winter Olympics. You know, I could see that. But
yeah, that'd be
so like every year you have like some form of Olympics going on, right?
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool, honestly.
But like I said, Overwatch, I haven't been a fan of it since release, you know. Even like big streamers like Tim the Tatman, like he's actually quit streaming Overwatch because he's just tired of it, you know.
Yeah, I know that.
Nani's tired of it, and like two, he just doesn't like the direction they're going.
I know, like when it first came out, everybody was like, "This is like the new game. Like it's so balanced. It's so much fun. It's like the game that is going to be the new sort of arcade FPS." Because previously, the arcade type FPS, I say arcade in the way that like you can just play and have fun. It's like you can go to an arcade and it's meant to be fun, right? Like that was TF2.
Yeah.
Right. It's balanced. It's all right. It's all fun. There's nothing that's definitively bad about it. Besides that, if you go for a long time, you can get bored. But Overwatch, they started doing all this weird stuff to the game, and everyone's just like, no, stop. They didn't listen.
Oh, Nycto left? Dude, I didn't even know.
I didn't even know that. Damn.
Yeah, he left.
Rip, why'd he leave?
He had a call.
Oh, alright, well.
That's fine.
Rip.
He announced it. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
I've been seeing this new game, Scum. I don't know how I feel about it. Like, it kind of feels like it's like one of those like Minecraft, like or 7 Days to Die type games, you know, like survival. I mean, I saw it like E3 with this video way back when they first announced it. I don't know how I feel about it. It's something that is not completely interesting to me. One, because like I don't have like the PC built for it, you know.
Right. I understand.
And then, yeah, and like that's another thing that brings me around to buying a new PC because like in a few years, all the parts in it are gonna be worthless.
Hmm.
So it's like that's upsetting.
Yeah.
Didn't they sell 700K copies?
Yeah, they sold 700,000 copies in a week, but the thing is, this is early access, so it's not even like the full game. This is sort of like, I guess, beta
Yeah,
in a way. And
yeah,
then so they said they had to erase everyone's thing so that they can save better or something like that. So they have to erase everybody's thing. But they don't want to keep doing that, which is nice. I mean, you see, it's so rare that you have a company that will admit that they have to do something. Like a lot of
yeah,
times companies just do it and then like 3 days later after everyone's pissed off and yelling at them about it, they're just like, "Oh yeah, by the way, we had to do this." And you're just like, "You you couldn't have told us this before?" Like, really?
yeah.
So, but yeah. So, let's see what else he says is But yeah, I just think that I'm glad that they're getting this over with in early access, you know? So they're not ruining the game for people when they're actually playing, you know?
Yeah.
Which is good. Now we can talk about mechanical keyboards.
Aren't those the ones like that are really good? Like a lot of people sought after them instead of like the one I have.
Mm. Which one do you have again?
It's like membrane, I think.
This was the mechanical. You have a membrane. Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the difference? What's the difference between a mechanical and a membrane?
So the difference between a mechanical and a membrane keyboard is that mechanical keyboards, they have an actual switch inside of them.
Mm-hmm.
So like when you press it, it'll hit the switch, right? And it'll go past a certain point and it'll trigger the actual key to press. Whereas with
So
membrane keyboards, it's closer to a touchpad than like a switch, you know what I mean?
yeah. So
So
is it faster or like
mechanical,
what's the
well,
benefit?
I'm not going to say one is faster than the other necessarily,
Yeah.
because that depends on mostly on the person's reaction speed. If you're talking about raw like registration speed, I don't think they're either's gonna lose. It depends on the quality of the membrane and the quality of the mechanical, you know. But I think
Yeah.
it comes down to other things like with a membrane keyboard, you can only hold down so many buttons before it stops registering extra key to presses. With a mechanical keyboard, you can push down like 10, 20 keys and it'll register all of them.
Okay.
Because it sees it as all individual things rather than sort of like a bunch of different things that you're depressing.
Hey, hold up. Is a Ryzen 7 1800X and a RX 580 any good?
A what? Ryzen 7 1500X?
Yeah, 1800, 1800.
1800. Yeah, that's not bad. I believe, let me check. I think that's their...
It's marked down to $800 from its 1250 price now.
This is just a processor?
Full PC.
Oh.
It's an
Well,
AMD Ryzen 7 with 1800X processor paired with 16 gigabytes of RAM and a Radeon RX 580 graphics. It's a suitable foundation for playing games at 1080p or even
they always say that shit.
1440.
I personally wouldn't even care for that graphics card, honestly. I'm sure it does fine. It's just I'd always go NVIDIA over AMD in terms of graphics. But um what's the frequency of that RAM
Frequency.
or the speed?
It's a DDR4 RAM.
Okay. That's how much did you say the whole PC was?
Full PC is 1200, 1250.
What motherboard does it have? Do you know?
It's got a Ryzen 1800X processor with an RX 580 graphics.
I'd say the Ryzen is good. I have no comment on the graphics card. The RAM is definitely useful.
Yeah.
I don't see it building up to $1,200. But that's just me. I don't know what else they're including in it. Does it come with a screen and keyboard and stuff?
It comes with keyboard, mouse, and bundle, which gets you download codes for Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Strength Brigade, Star Control.
Hmm. I mean, the keyboard and
So
mouse.
basically, 3 trash games.
Yeah.
Keyboard and mouse are iBuy powered, but not.
Oh, those are okay.
I don't really need keyboard and mouse.
I would not go for that one. I mean, good processor. It's an okay graphics card. I would definitely upgrade it if you got it.
Yeah.
But yeah, this mechanical keyboard though, it's like waterproof.
I mean, that would come in handy. That's gonna happen on my last keyboard and mouse.
I mean, it's good for people that like spill things everywhere.
I spilled milk all over my keyboard and mouse. It was terrible.
Oh jeez.
It was
Yeah.
a terrible experience.
It's only like $20 or something like that, and it's
Oh, yeah.
it's Otemu blue key switches, which is not a bad switch. It's definitely not like a top tier keyboard like what I got, but it's definitely like
Yeah.
a good keyboard, I would say, and it's definitely durable because especially these days when we have a lot of people that are starting to get into gaming and they sit there for a long time, they have a higher chance of spilling things. For people that really like who will spill things a lot or just rage quit a lot and like knock things over, this is a really good keyboard for them. And it has like it doesn't have the numpad like a lot of like most fully decked out keyboards. There's no LED or like dedicated macro keys. But it does have some good stuff like a brush metal panel. I mean, you probably don't really care for that. It's just a aesthetic thing that you're really not gonna see, honestly.
Yeah.
It has 100% anti-ghosting, which is good, and it's water resistant, so that's good. And it has a 2-year warranty, so
It's not bad.
yeah. So if anything happens to it, you go to them and they replace it. But yeah, it's a good keyboard. And on same tech, we have Vive. Did you ever do any VR?
No, because PC can't handle it. But
That's true.
it's something that I've been wanting to get into eventually.
But yeah, have you seen those videos of people online just tripping over their VR headsets and everything?
Oh yeah.
Yep. HTC's Vive is finally getting a wireless adapter for $300 fucking dollars for an adapter. For an adapter.
It's for the adapter.
Yes.
What?
Mind you, the
Why?
HTC
Why
itself
not?
is already like $1,100, and don't worry, you have to buy another $300 adapter.
I know. Why not just like make it an option without it and just factor in like an additional price without having to.
They probably will. It's just, it bothers me so much that they wouldn't have just engineered it wirelessly from the beginning. Like, did they not think someone's gonna like tangle themselves and tear the wire out? But I don't know. It's just, it says near zero latency, but
Yeah.
I don't know how much that is true, honestly. There's a lot of different factors that you have to consider when it says wireless and zero latency.
Mhm.
But I'm glad that they're coming out with it. I don't think I'm ever gonna get a Vive unless it gets like a game that I'm really, really interested in. But
Yeah.
it'd be cool to see. It'd be cool to see. I want to see what people think of it. I want to see people who are like really keen on the zero latency or like low reaction time to just test it out and say, oh, it's actually good, or oh, it's not good.
Yeah.
And then Call of Duty Blops 4 Battle Royale. Oh my god. We just talked about Battle Royale. See, this is what I don't like about the current trend of things is people have no uniqueness.
Yeah.
It's always like the first two that you're like the first guy's unique, cool. Second guy that does the same thing and is popular for it, awesome. He's also unique. They're two really unique, really cool guys that do really cool things. And then everyone tries to follow them. And then you're just
Yeah.
like, why do you feel the absolute need to just copy them? Like, you can be your own thing. And that applies to more than just video games. Like,
Yeah.
like a lot of my friends, when they see my computer build, they want to build one too, or like do the same build. I mean, I'm like, do your research, find the stuff that you want. You don't have to get a 1080 Ti like me because I got one. You don't have to get a fractal define S case like me because I thought it was pretty cool. Like,
Yeah.
you don't have to go all out on your computer build if you're not going to stream or do stuff like this. If you're just going to go play games, like, you really don't need my computer at all.
Yeah.
But, you know, if they feel want to, fine, whatever. But in games, it just makes me so mad. Like, because I honestly I don't think that many people are gonna play Black Ops Battle Royale. I don't. Like, I it just confuses me.
It's because like no one really has like yeah, Fortnite over here is free, so
Yeah.
they're trying to compete with like the free version.
Mhm.
Because Fortnite came out free, yet you got PUBG, which is another decent one, but it's paid for. So
I mean,
a
it's
lot of
$20
people want
for
the
one, so it's
free
not
version.
bad. But then you have Black Ops, which
Yeah,
is $60
yeah.
every single year.
If I were to get Black Ops, it'd probably only be for like zombies.
Yeah.
That I
See, that's the
want
good part
to.
about Call of Duty is the thing that made it different from other games was its zombies mode. That's
Yeah,
what made it good and worth playing for me, at least.
yeah,
Like Halo, it was the multiplayer experience. Like it was the game I could get into and play, like be competitive, but not be like toxic. You know, I could play and not have toxic people all the time, and that's what made Halo such a fun game for me. RuneScape, like it's the basic mechanics. It was such a simple game. Keyword was. It was such a simple game. It had mechanics that people made fun of for being like 10 years behind, but that made it such a relaxing game to play. It was meant for more of a social experience rather than a thing. Blops or like Call of Duty, like we said, was zombies. Um, CS:GO it's the aim, it's the difficulty, and it's the things like that. You know, each game has its
yeah,
own thing. Like you don't need to copy another game to make your game good. Your game is good as is if it's good.
yeah. But a lot of people do it anyway because money whores,
Yeah, that's true.
for lack of a better term.
EA.
Yeah,
Keep blasting EA over the internet.
before they shut us down.
Well, I mean, it's constructive criticism.
Yeah.
I'm serious. Like, if EA would just stop trying to like get money from all these loot packs and everything, oh my God, they'd be fine. But yeah, and then there's old school RuneScape.
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't know if you remember me bitching about it, but when RuneScape had this one update, it destroyed everything. Like, everyone just did not care for it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It was like 2009-ish. Like, they made this...
Oh yeah.
They destroyed the old combat system. Like, that was the reason why so many people played it. It was the exact reason. It made the game relaxing and fun, and you didn't have to think about combos, you didn't think about your cooldown bar, you didn't think about anything like that.
Yeah.
And, like, that's why people compared it so much to World of Warcraft. And people would always put them in the same sentence. Like, RuneScape and World of Warcraft would always be in the same sentence because people would always compare them. They were the two most competitive MMORPGs. Why is it dead now? Because of that update. And so they came out with old school RuneScape because we were all complaining about it. So they found apparently a backup of one of their servers from 2007 They just took the same thing and put it back into use. But still, like, there's just not that many people playing it. So, and still it's
Yeah.
changed. Like, the game mode that I really liked back then was Clan Wars. No one does that shit
Yeah.
anymore. No one. Like, it just, I can't play the game. Because I get it, like, I wasn't the highest level. I wasn't doing anything, but I just like doing Clan Wars, hanging out with people, you know? We'd have clans go to war with each other just to have fun. But apparently now they have a mobile version. And I don't know what to think about it, honestly. But,
Yeah.
you know, whatever.
I never got into RuneScape. Like as a kid, I grew up with the PlayStation,
Hmm.
then moved on to the PSP, then the Xbox 360, Xbox One, PS4, and then finally came around to the PC.
Hmm. What'd you think about the PSP?
It was good for its time, but like,
Yeah, I think it's like the most underrated and unloved like handheld console that's ever been released.
yeah, I get that.
Like the graphics and like its performance and you know ergonomics, it was so good. But it just didn't take off like the Game Boy or the DS. Shame.
Well, I mean, they tried to revive it with the PlayStation Vita.
Yeah.
Because then they offered like cellular, where you had like an actual cellular data to play online. And the
Yeah.
online play was atrocious at best.
Mhm.
You know.
But yeah. I liked the PSP back in the day. My friend had one and we would always mess around on it. It was great.
Yeah.
But you know, things come to an end. I'm sure one day they're gonna be super collectible items.
Yeah. One day, when we're past our prime.
Yeah, when we're like 80 years old. PSP up for auction sells for $2 million.
I have one, but there's just no battery in it.
Oh no.
Yeah. So if I bought a battery, I can hold on.
Yeah. But yeah, that's gonna be pretty cool to see like which game consoles become collectible items down the line. Like the Atari is a fucking collector's item now.
Yeah. How much do they go for now?
I don't know. But I do know like game consoles nowadays are not made like they were back then. Like the N64
Yeah.
GameCube, like those consoles are so fucking durable. It's actually insane.
But
You just
then, like, if you like drop a pin on your Xbox One, oh no, you destroyed it. You need to buy a
yeah,
brand new
and
one.
that bothers me. Like, I know people aren't taking their consoles around anymore because a lot of people have them, right?
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean you should make them less durable. Like, it just
Yeah.
makes it so that if some guy has a small accident in his house, he doesn't have an Xbox or a PlayStation anymore. Like,
Yeah.
and then you have these people with like Ataris that are still working perfectly, and you're just like, God damn.
Yeah.
But yeah. But yeah, that's all the articles that we have today. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
About how I'm gonna go to sleep, you should go follow Killer Bullet 98 on Twitch when I get up, because I'm gonna go stream some World of Warcraft.
Oh, you got unbanned from there. Yeah.
World of Warcraft?
No, Twitch.
I didn't get unbanned. I just got a new router. It just bypassed it. It's a lifetime ban now, because I ended up calling them and they're like, and like I started cussing at them and they were like, yeah, all right, you're lifetime banned now. And I'm like,
Jesus.
you cucks, you know, you're dicks.
Nice. Solid.
But yeah,
Good job.
Killer Bullet 98. We actually need to change that on NTF.
Yeah, I'll change that. Yeah, go follow Killer Bullet. Go follow me. Follow Nycto. Go to our website, ntfheadquarters.com. I'll type it up on the screen right here. But yeah, go find us there. You can keep up with all of our stuff. Follow all of us. And you can see all of our work there. But yeah, it's all for this time. And thanks for Killer Bullet for the outro music.
Oh, did I provide outro music?
Yeah, I'm still
Do I
using
need
that
to?
same outro music.
Wait, what? Hold on. I don't even know what it is. letting it now. Ew, what is that? Look at your stream.
I know the cameras.
No, like, I can't even see your camera. What the fuck?
I know, it's like, ever since Nycto left, it messed up everything.
Oh my god.
Because it doesn't allow me to just drag the rectangle around to crop. I have to fucking choose the amount of pixels on each
Oh my
face.
god. So this is what they saw the entire...
Ever since he
after
left,
he
yeah.
left?
There's
Oh my
you in the
God.
bottom right corner. There's just something in the middle, and then me.
Here's my question. Why don't you set it up where it's directly your webcam?
I could, but then Discord wouldn't have me.
Oh yeah, that's stupid. Alright, play your outro music. I'm gonna go to bed.
Alright, man. Take care. See ya.
You too, man. See ya.
Bye.